might be hurt.
In this painting, I was thinking in terms of combining candy.
I will if you make it first.
My name is Gary Gaydos, manager of the Florissant Civic Center Theater. Hi, my name is Gary Gaydos, manager of your Florissant Civic Center Theater. It's great to have you here for another edition of On Cue. This is where we take a peek backstage at what's coming down the road. And sometimes it's more fun than others, and this certainly is one of them. I have two great performers with me, Renee and Kimmie, who are going to be in an upcoming production, and the director, Nancy. Nancy Krause works with us in the office and is going to introduce the characters who are going to be on stage. Welcome, Nancy.
Oh, welcome.
Here you are again. I've seen you all day, but it's great to be with you.
Indeed.
In the afternoon.
Right.
Could you introduce the talent we have with us today for The Wiz that's coming up?
Today we have the two good witches in Oz. We have Kimmie Kidd, who's playing Glenda. She's the good witch of the South.
Oh, boy.
And then her sister, Addaperle, played by Renee Fenner. And Renee is the good witch of the North.
They're veterans, and they have been on stage, I know, before here at the Civic Center. But Kimmie, you actually performed in this in Vegas.
Yes, I did. I did The Wiz 13 years ago in Las Vegas. I played the part of Glenda, though I wanted the part of Dorothy, but that's okay. I was still in the show. I got Dorothy home. I got her home. And
you're so good at it,
oh,
you get to do it again.
I get to do it again, yes. And I wore this big giant pink wig and butterfly wings. It was pretty awesome, yes, yes.
Was this in a club or in a legit theater? Or?
Yes, this was actually in an outdoor theater, Spring Mountain Ranch in Las Vegas, an outdoor theater. They do shows all summer. And so not only did I brave, the bad guys, so to speak, I was able to conquer them. I was able to conquer all the moths and bats that were flying around outside.
Not to mention the
So we survived. It was really fun. So I jumped at the opportunity to play the part again.
Yeah, that's great.
Especially here, because Hawthorne is so near and dear to my heart.
It's
yes,
wonderful to
absolutely.
have you guys back.
Yes.
And Nancy, I know this is one of the shows you've tackled before in other locales.
Right, I have. I directed it in high school twice in two different schools. Once in the late 70s, no, the 80s, and then in the early 90s. So with a high school group of students, but it's nice to work with now all ages that are a little more appropriately, in that character.
Certainly a groundbreaking show.
Yes, it certainly was. In 1975, there hadn't been an all-black musical of this caliber come down the pike and be so well received.
Took some risks, brought an urban feel to the show, and still retained Frank Baum's original ideas, probably better than a lot of other of the typical.
Well, the Muppets version, we've got all kinds of versions of the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, but not all of them were as wonderful as The Wiz.
They thought it would close on Broadway. I understand that when they opened it, they were despairing. They needed another $100,000 pumped into it. Cost about $1 million.
Wow.
And after, I believe, 8 weeks, it sold out. Just started flat out selling out for years ahead of time. And 4 years it lasted on Broadway.
It did.
What a wonderful tribute to it as far as the awards went, too.
Both Drama Desk and Tony Awards. It won 7 Tonys.
7 out of the 8 nominations, almost unheard of.
It's a great story,
or
and
after.
it's timeless.
It really is, too. One of the things about it is it's not exactly. First of all, let's get this out front. It's not like the movie version.
Not at all.
It's better than the movie version.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
If you're like me and you saw it on cable, and then let that go. Explain to us just a little bit of the difference in between this and the movie version, where they got it right on stage.
Well, for one thing, Dorothy is still 13 years old.
Yes.
She's a little girl. She's not an old maid school teacher that Diana Ross had to play, We're still in Kansas when the tornado strikes and blows into Oz, and we're not in Harlem. Now, not that all the other choices made weren't perhaps valid given their company, but I think it was extremely overproduced, the movie, even with the talent of Michael Jackson, and they retained Ted Ross as the lion. It's
Mabel King,
right,
the witch.
but it still lost some of the simplicity of the original story. And I think a lot of the beauty of this story is, it's every little girl's, I think, nightmare to be separated and not know where she is and be lost, right. and then to be reunited with family. We kind of lose that in the movie version,
Oh, sure.
I think, but not in the stage version.
Well, if
as
I
it was
could
written.
add another thing about the movie, Richard Pryor played the part of the Wiz. Well, Richard Pryor didn't sing.
And so
as funny as
there
he
was
is,
no song.
the Wiz has like 3 great funny songs. I mean, he's really funny and energetic, and there's so much that gets missed in the movie version of the Wiz that we see in the theatrical version.
Right.
The Wiz himself is hilarious. Yeah.
You introduced the Wiz on stage with a song.
Yes, I do.
And it's lots of fun because there's lots of people with you when you do it.
That's right.
Who joins you in that opening song?
The Munchkins. The Munchkins. So
We've got Munchkins, folks.
by the little people who just bring great energy to the stage, and it's fun, and being Addaperle is fun because she's so ditzy and funny, and she has a good heart, though.
Yes,
She has a
for
great
sure.
heart.
Yes.
So we find singing witches in this show.
Yes.
Which is great. Which one?
Which witch did you mean?
But I was asking Nancy ahead of time. Somewhere Over the Rainbow never made it in, but all these other great songs populate the musical.
Incredible songs.
Yes.
Yes.
You have 2 wonderful songs in yours.
Yes, I do. Again, Believe in Yourself, which in and of itself is like a poem. And
Yes.
it's
One of
an
the
anthem.
reasons for doing this musical.
I can't wait to sing it and get that out there. But there's another, Arrested Body is Arrested Mind. No one's heard it. It's not on any of the albums. I said albums. I just dated myself. It's not, but it's actually a pretty good song if it's done right. And I think I can pull it off. It's an introduction when you see Glenda come in with her entourage. And she's basically saying, rest with me, I'll take care of you, because she's known what's going on, has been going on the entire time. So
There are
Great
characters that we'll see in this too that you don't see in the other productions. What's that new kind of like Munchkin-like character? That's
The Winkies?
The Winkies.
Oh, yeah.
That's not like Tinky Winky or anything like that.
No.
Explain a Winky to us, for those of us who have not seen the show.
Well, Eveline's domain, she's the Wicked Witch of the West. She has enslaved, really, the Winkies to do her bidding. And the monkeys are a part of that. The
flying monkeys
The
survive.
flying monkeys are
Yes.
still in, and they do her bidding. Not because they love her, but because they dare not. And so the Winkies have every reason to celebrate, and there is a most rejoicing song, and it's a brand new day. So everybody rejoice, when they're finally freed of that evil Wicked Witch of the West, Evelyn.
And there's another evil kind of monster, a half something, half other thing.
Oh, no, that was in the Braun original book.
Was
I
it
mean,
really?
he wrote a series of books, and so the Winkies appeared there, but maybe not in the Judy Garland version.
Right, no.
But the Kaleidas, and no one really knows how you're supposed to pronounce it, but we're saying Kaleidas. They're supposed to be, in the Braun version, they were bear and what were they? Tiger, bear and tiger combined. And in this version, they're just part of the wicked entourage
Oh, okay.
of Evelyn, right? But
Scary thing.
they are formidable, and they confront the 4 friends. And yet, even the lion proves that he is a little courageous, more than he thought.
Yeah.
And the ruby slippers aren't ruby.
No, they're silver. Now, they wouldn't do that for the silver screen because there was no big deal. The Wizard of Oz, the Judy Garland version, was one of the first big Technicolor films. And so I think that's maybe the reason, that's my theory,
No kidding.
that they wanted them to sparkle, so they made them red. But Braun originally had them silver, and Charlie Smalls, and they go back to that original silver slipper, which works.
Yeah.
Which works.
Well, I love the title again. Don't anybody bring me any bad news.
No bad
it's
news.
such a
No
great song.
bad
All
news.
the songs.
Right.
So,
You know, that's what I want to chant someday. You know? Let's do it. And then the green glasses.
Oh yeah, Emerald City.
Emerald City with green glasses. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone has.
So they were all tricked into thinking the city was green.
Right.
Yes.
How logical.
Yes.
I mean, how wonderful. You know?
Now, if I may say, the movie version,
That scene.
that was a great scene.
It was a
in
great
the
scene.
movie.
That's probably
It
the
was a
best
great
scene.
And I am a little disappointed that it's not in this version.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was Quincy Jones.
okay.
Well, we have green gel, light gel. And
Well,
things.
see, that's what they did in the movie. They changed everybody's costume and just in a rainbow
Right.
array
Right.
of color because it was all done with light.
That's
or
great.
appeared to be.
And for the Munchkins now, we haven't shipped out to Los Angeles for the smaller actors. have we,
No,
at this point.
No, I think the oldest Munchkin may be 12. 12.
All right.
You know, so 7 to 12-year-olds are short
Yeah.
by nature.
I love Mickey Carroll. Don't get me wrong, and a lot of those guys are great. But
Right.
No,
So-
I can understand the budget wouldn't support all that plane fare.
Right.
So, but you
we
do
have
have,
delightful Munchkins.
but with
Yes.
Leakeys and Munchkins and everything else, you do have a large cast on stage.
Right,
Yes.
right at 40.
Right at 40, and they are dancers.
Yes, they are. We have very fine dancers.
Yes.
That's
And
wonderful.
It's a big dance show. It really is.
I'm actually a
And
little
Jamel
disappointed I don't get
Jacobs
to
is
dance.
right. Jamel Jacobs is the choreographer.
Yeah, she's
and-
with Dance Plus here
right,
in Florissant. She's
and
well respected in the community.
And with good reason. And
Yeah.
here she's taking a group of people, some of them non-dancers, and making them look as if they are indeed.
She knows the art form, so this
Yes,
will
she
be
does.
a great marriage, bringing that talent on stage, and nobody can do it better than Jamel in her studio. It's got a good pit orchestra too.
Mark Strathman is the musical director, ably assisted, co-musical director with Jermaine Manor, who's new to the St. Louis area, and he is one talented young
Yes,
man.
he
We
is.
are
He is
so fortunate
amazing.
to have him. He is great at the keyboard. The two of them will be playing keyboard, and Jermaine's really kind of taken on mentoring all the vocalists, and the pit singers in particular. And the pit singers, we're not putting them in the pit. They deserve to be seen, and so by golly, they're going to be. And our Aunt M, Glenda, does a little duty there as a part
one
of the
of the
pit
pit
orchestra.
You'll be jumping
I'll be
everything.
I'll be a pit singer. You know,
And
yeah.
she's makeup designer.
Yes,
She's
and I'm doing the
everywhere.
makeup as well, which is exciting to do makeup for the Wizard of Oz. You know, I mean, I know it's the Wiz, but it's the Lion and the Scarecrow and the
Classic
Tin Man
characters,
and all
right.
the little yes.
and
I'm
the
so excited
costumes
about
will
that.
all be.
Oh, Jeannie Heckman, who just won the Arts for Life
Yes,
Award for
I was there,
costuming
yes.
Secret Garden, and well deserved. She's done so many fine shows. She's our costume designer, and she's ably assisted by Tracy Newcomb and Joy Hathaway and some others who are adding their time and talent to it. The costumes should be wonderful, and I think people will be delighted.
Yes,
it'll
it'll
be
be
visually
so-
very stunning, but the talent behind those costumes, you know, within those costumes, and all of that should be a marvelous thing for people to see.
We better do some of the homework though to get people there. We got to tell them the dates and times and prices.
Well,
Can
it's
you quote
easy
those
if
for
you
us?
start August with the Wiz. They ease on down in August to the Florissant
August
Civic
1st.
Center Theater, and we play the first and second the first weekend, and then that following weekend the 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Great.
And the only matinee is that Sunday the 10th. So for those people who would prefer to go out in the afternoon rather than at 8 p.m. in the evening, then they need to really pencil that 10th of August in.
Get your tickets now.
Right. Well, they actually go on sale on the 17th. You call me at
Yes.
the Civic Center. Easy number, 921-5678.
That's right.
And the tickets are $20 for adults and $18 for seniors, 62 and over. But there's a deal, and I recommend the deal. That's what my family does. For 10 people, get 10 people, 10 of your best friends together, or 20 or 30, and bring them together, and the tickets are only 14.
Oh, that's a great deal.
And
yeah.
that is a
It really
deal.
is. Anyway, we'd like to have you come out for that one especially, so think about buying tickets for that. Think about buying tickets for the Wiz. Is anything about the set we should know? That's the only thing we haven't touched on yet.
Well, I just had a meeting at lunch today, a very nice lunch, but it's a little more complicated than some. we're exploring, and I know some of these things have been done, but we are creating trap door, and using the orchestra pit for part of that. We are exploring the use of the shop to expand the set possibilities. The set designer kind of dreams out there somewhere beyond probably reality, but in so doing, the set should be, I think, visually, I hope, as stunning as everything else about the show.
You've got a hand in that too, I believe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, Mark Strathman does a great job. You do a great job. The new music director sounds gangbusters.
Wonderful.
Yes.
The dance captain, I'm sure, or the dance choreographer is going to be a gift from heaven again, with Jamel taking that. Right?
But Trish Nelke, whom we both work with,
Sure.
she is my right hand. She gets things going at rehearsals. She runs around. Without her, I don't think this old gal could probably handle it. So she's the one primary communicator with the cast. She is doing a dynamite job, and I so appreciate it.
Oh,
So.
that's wonderful news. Oh, no.
Right.
She brings a great joy to the office, I know, every day, and it's great
Right.
to have you in there, too. It's just more fun to work in theater than any place.
That's true.
Yeah.
I enjoy going to work
There
every
you
day.
go. There you go.
And that's important.
Well, wonderful. Thanks, Lynn, ladies, for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
This was a quick glimpse into what's coming down the road. You don't want to miss the whiz. I was even impressed with the fact that Luther Vandross wrote a song in this show.
Yes,
Right.
Everybody
he did.
rejoice.
Everybody rejoiced.
And that is one of the biggest numbers. In
Yes.
And just this month, he was named to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. How do you like that?
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Yeah, I
That was
believe either
great.
June 3rd or 4th, I read that he was named to the Walk of Fame, and that very deserving, best R&B singer probably in generations,
Yes.
paired with some of the great voices, top 50 probably in the history of music in our country. So you got to hear Luther Vandross' song if for no other reason. Come out and see the show. It's remarkable for a lot of reasons, especially for the talent brought to it from your community. You want to be here at the Florissant Civic Center Theater. You can go online too, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. www.florissantmo.com. Click on the theater icon and then click on buy tickets online. If the itch gets you in the middle of the night and you've seen this show, you can buy tickets for a modest service charge of $1.50 a transaction, $1.50 a ticket. We're not trying to get rich on doing this. We're trying to enrich the community. Renee, I meant to ask you too. This is your second show for the Hawthorne Players.
Third.
Oh, there you go. And prior to this, we saw you in The Christmas Carol.
Right, and I served as the AD for Fences.
Well, you had to have pretty good eyesight to catch you in that one at AD.
Yes.
That's behind the scenes, behind the wall. All right.
Yes.
And a slave to Nancy. That's okay by me. No. But more than that, people should know you're also a pastor here at a local church of some renown.
Yes, I am the rector of St. Barnabas Episcopal Church here in the heart of Florissant.
Very near and dear to our hearts, especially the theatrical heart.
Yes.
Because it also is a wonderful rehearsal space.
Yes,
That you
it
rent
is.
out to the Hawthorne Players, I understand.
Right.
How can you put up with all those creative people in one place?
I'm a creative person myself.
That's the easy go, I'll say that.
That's right.
Well, your congregation must love your sermons, I'll say that. Are they as animated as your acting?
Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes, they are.
Ladies, again, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Gary.
I hate to do this to you, but we're going to come back with more, the calendar of events on things we didn't have time to talk about at length. This is our calendar of events. Again, some of these items could not be covered today's show, so we want to make sure you know about them. The Miss Metro St. Louis, Miss River City pageant's coming up then in the month of September, but before that, we're going to talk to you about our summer concert series, Music Under the Stars. That's not in the theater, but it's in the parks. It's Saturday, July the 12th, when the Fanfare Band with Kitty Mahler will be in St. Ferdinand Park. Again, that's a Saturday night at 7 p.m., and they do great Motown, R&B, pop, country standards, all kinds of jazz, and big band music even. Then on Saturday, July the 19th, it's a local group made good, Ground Flow Fusion from here in Florissant. It's a high energy, multi-genre group. They do rock, blues, jam, funk, and groove. They're going to be there again on a Saturday, July the 19th, beginning at 7 p.m. for their 2-hour concert. On Saturday, July the 26th, the Bob Cuban Brass returns. You've seen him before. Come celebrate 4 decades of hits with Bob Cuban and his big band. We also mentioned that on August the 2nd, Butch Wax and the Hollywoods is returning. Everybody loves Butch Wax. That's going to be on August the 2nd. And Theo Peoples, originally from the Four Tops, is going to join him again as a guest vocalist. That'll be a fun show. Then coming up on August the 9th, the Billy Peak Band. Billy is a good North County boy. He lives here, and he is a legend in rock and roll blues guitarist, most noted for 7 years of playing with Rod Stewart. He's going to return to our concert stage and entertaining with his band, again, August the 9th on a Saturday evening starting at 7 p.m. for 2 hours. The Smash Band returns. Everybody loves Smash and knows his great sound. That's going to be on Saturday, August the 16th. It's always a party. His 10-piece band comes here and plays hits from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and it's great for the kids. He has everybody up on their feet and dancing. August the 16th, again, 7 to 9 p.m. Some of these concerts run a little over, but not a lot, but you want to get out there in plenty of time before the show starts. And get your blanket, get your lawn chair, get your girlfriend, get your whole family with a cooler and some food and come out and join us. Then on Sunday, August 24th, this is the only concert on Sunday at St. Ferdinand Park. The Boeing Employees Concert Band is going to be there. This is the band's repertoire that includes light classical show tunes, pop, jazz, blues, and marches. This is a true company band from Boeing Aircraft. Nobody hardly does this anymore. We're proud to have the Boeing employees come out and play with their company band to entertain us on Sunday, August the 24th, again, 7 p.m. that evening. We especially are proud of the sponsors for Music Under the Stars. Not only is the City of Florissant and the Florissant Fine Arts Council, but we receive funding from the Regional Arts Commission and the Missouri Arts Council and the Boeing Employees Fund. They're a very generous fund where they donate to events that go on in their community, and we are proud to be the recipient of a scholarship from their Boeing Employees Fund for that arts event. Coming up then, as I mentioned, in September, the Miss Metro St. Louis Miss River City pageant is here on September the 6th. That's on a Saturday evening or afternoon. It begins at 3:30 with the junior pageant and at 7 p.m. in the evening for the teen Miss pageant. We take a winner from that and send them on, 2 winners actually, and send them on to the Miss Missouri pageant in Mexico, Missouri as well. So you want to be here. It's a $45 million scholarship fund that they eventually vie for. This is a phase of the competition, includes physical fitness, interview, evening gown, and talent. Miss Metro St. Louis and Miss River City are proud to crown 4 new title holders actually this September on our stage. Admission, $10 a ticket. The Florissant Valley Men of Harmony are going to be back on stage in September presenting the Florissant Follies. That's on September the 12th at 7:30 in the evening. Come and join us for an evening of a cappella music, comedy, skits, and hijinks as the Men of Harmony, Florissant's own Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America, bring a variety show to our stage filled with some of the favorite bits and music from the past, along with new songs that they're going to line up for singing that night. You'll love their jokes. You'll love their discriminating audience taste. They're going to have a lot of fun with you. And come out for the featured quartet that evening as well. The Rivertown Sound will be a guest quartet that's on stage. $12 general admission, $8 for groups of 10 or more, and you're helping a good cause here. These are gentlemen from the area who love to sing barbershop and put on a very good show as well. Alpha Players are here with Spamalot, another musical comedy, is going to be on our stage in the month of September. It kicks off September the 26th at 8 p.m. and 27th. That's Friday and Saturday evening. And then the next full weekend in October, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Friday and Saturday again, 8 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday matinee to end the run of the show at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This show, Spamalot, was the winner of the 2005 Tony Award for Best Musical and voted Outstanding Musical of 973 AD. If you love Monty Python, you'll love Spamalot. This is an outrageous musical comedy lovingly ripped off from the film classic Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Spamalot tells the tale of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table as they embark on their quest for the Holy Grail. Flying cows, killer rabbits, taunting Frenchmen, and show-stopping musical numbers are just a few of the reasons audiences everywhere just can't get enough. Anyone with an open mind and a fondness for the weird in life is sure to enjoy this off-the-wall comedy, musical comedy. Get ready to laugh a lot at Spam-A-Lot. 20 for adults again, 18 for seniors and students, 12 for children under 12. That's not bad. And then there are group rates available for this one as well. Also like to remind you, we are selling subscriptions this fall for the St. Louis Family Theater Series. The first show in October, kicking it off, is the musical adventures of Flat Stanley. It's going to be here from the Dallas Children's Theater Company in Dallas, Texas, and it opens the season on Friday evening, October the 10th at 7:30 p.m. and October the 11th and 12th, the matinees only, on Friday and Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's one of 5 shows in the subscription series, but you want to put that one on your calendar for early October, the musical adventures of Flat Stanley. And then also keep in mind the St. Louis Shakespeare Company will be back here with a Shakespearean comedy, Much Ado About Nothing, that runs October 17th through the 25th and also is included as part of our Florissant Fine Arts Council's opening show. That's a great one to get involved with as well. If you don't receive our calendar of events and don't know how to get it, call the office, 921-5678. If you don't want to go online and get it, we are glad to send you a copy for your own personal home library. Just call that number, and 3 times a year we'll send you our calendar of events so you can keep up with the Florissant Fine Arts Council, the St. Louis Family Theater Series, the Alpha Players, the Hawthorne Players, and all the great events that come through your Civic Center Theater. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to the musical comedies coming up, and also Music Under the Stars, our free concert series in the parks this summer. Hey, thanks for joining us here for another edition of On Cue.